shallow copy. So already written shallow copy. So need to, this is an important technique. Compulsory question, how many techniques are there for copying the content? Now, I said last class, most important, slice based copy also is it. Slice based copy, this one. Slice based copy. Also called as what? Shallow copy. Okay. Now I'm going to introduce one more function called index. Index. Today, which we are going to start index. So what do you mean by this index? We are entering students. Let me go to the place, run as an administrator. Run as an administrator. Here I'm going to take the list. Very, very important. So LST is equal to 10 and some value called RS and some value called something like that. And one more value is called something like this. 45.67, something like this we are having. And as you know already, indexing mechanism here, indexing mechanism you already aware of it. This is my data 10 and this is called RS. This is called 45.67 and next is called what? Come in. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. This is called what, ma? LST. And we used to write LST dot index of LST dot index of what is the value I want to find, which value index you want to find, value 10 index I want. What is the index of value 10? 0. Index of RS is what? 1. RS value index is 1. So index function will always gives you index of the value. Index of the value. By passing index we used to remove the data by using what? Pop. But by using index function you can find index of the specified value. So look at it, gives you positive index only. Index LST dot, first of all print this data. LST type of LST, come in, type of LST dot index of what is this now 10, which will give you the value called 0. 0th index it is available or not. LST dot index of RS I am passing, which is going to be called what? 1. Index of true. This is done. What is that? Value called what? True. Like this you need to pass. So it is going to give you the value called 3. Any value which is not found in that, you'll get what? Value error. Because I am passing the data in the form of str. That's what is going to give you what? LST dot index of 100. 100 is not there. 100 is not there. Which error? Value error. Okay, this is very simple. But the point is, the most important point is like that. Now I'm going to get it 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, again 10, again 10, again 30, again 20, again 10, then 40, like this. 10 is available in many indexes, right or not? But index function always gives you what? First occurrence index only. Print of what, you know, students? LST and LST dot index of what I'm passing 10, which I'm getting what? 0. LST dot index of 10, which will give you the first value called what? 0 only will come. Other elements indexes will not come. Now the question is how to find the all duplicate element indexes. Indices, how to find the indices of all the elements. That is the question here. Are you able to follow now? How to find the indices of all the elements. So coming to the point back, here I'm going to take it. Index of 10 is giving 0. Index of LST dot index of value 20 is called what here? 1. 1 is printed here. Now students, finally if you understand how to find the element 10 at which occurrences, at which indices the value 10 is found, I just want to find. At which indices the value 10 is found, I just want to go for using it. So index function will give you the value of what? First value occurrence index only it will give you. It won't give you other element indices. though it is duplicated here. Sir, how to find such type of things? I'm going to introduce one more type of additional function which is very important. So I'm going to give you this copy and I will enter into one extra function I will discuss. That is the enumerate function I will use it. So here I'm writing syntax. I'm writing list obj dot index of value, index of value. So there I'm writing this function is used for obtaining index of first occurrence of first occurrence of specified value. This function is used for obtaining index of first occurrence of specified value, right? In the bracket, but not duplicate elements, indices, So I hope that you are following me. Coming to the point back, here I am going to write it. Example I will carry on, students. Examples I will take it. So here it is going to be here, something like this. The value you see, this is the value here, and the value 10 here, and RS is going to be available here, and index of this true, though it is true is there, it is a boolean, but I mentioned it is str. I mentioned it. You are getting an answer called what? Value. So here, stand back side. Almost you are 1 minute late. Stand back side. How many minutes? Almost 10 minutes you stand back side. I think daily you are coming late. I think I have seen you 2 to 3 times. Correct? Don't tell lies. Pink bag. You stand up already in the last once. Correct? Huh? Not? Okay. So anyhow you stand up today for 10 minutes. If you come at 7:28 to 7:29 like that is the punishment. So here, your parents are thinking that you are doing something in Hyderabad, something they are thinking, but you people are coming in hostel and then you are coming whatever the time you like it. And here, we are going to take up this. Open the books, keep the bags down, open your books. So here, Telugu students are Hindi students are. You are Telugu, Hindi. Hindi student, I am rarely seeing Hindi student is coming late to the class. Very rare. 99.99% they will come on time. Very rare I am seeing. Maybe you are from different Hindi student, I think so. Right. You are staying in hostel, correct? Staying in hostel, coming late. This is new trend. So coming to this place, this is an index is coming. Now I'm entering into one more most important area called what? I'm going to take up, here I'm going to take up enumerate function. I'm going to tell you. The function name called what? Enumerate. Enumerate function I'm going to talk. What for? Let me explain enumerate so that you can understand its importance. So I'm going to enter into this area. Enumerate function I will take it. Take the same data here. This is the one. Print of LST here. Let see the data. Now I'm using, when you pass it, enumerate of what? LST. Of course, I'll write something in the left side part and all. The moment when you pass to enumerate, any iterable object you pass to enumerate, do you know, students, what is happening? This will prepare a table, students. This will prepare a table of entries. What entries will be prepared, you know, students? It will be preparing a value. It will prepare the value. You go out at last. So here I'm going to take out the value called 10, 0, the value called 20, the value called 1, the value called 30, it is going to be 2, it is going to be 10, it is going to be 3, the value called 20, The value called what? 4. The value called 10. What is the value again? 5. And next is 6. What is the value again? 30. And again, what is the value? 7. What is the value here? 30. Next value is what? 8. Value called what? 10. And next is called what? 9. Value called what? 40. So these are the values which are available. Are you following me? Right. Students, this is pointed by what? Enumeration, this is called. What is the English meaning of enumeration? Can anybody can say? What is the meaning of enumeration? Counting. Good. Counting. Enumerator means counting person. Counting person. Enumeration means counting. So, enumerate function will count number of elements and their indices will be maintained. So, this is called what is here? IND, that is the index, and this is called what? Value. This is called the value. Are you following me? This is called index and this is called value. Now, how you can get it? So, when I write here, enumerate of what? LST, and it is ready with this kind of box. From this box, I want to get IND. From this box, I want to get to what? Value I want to get it. Sir, how do you get it? For IND. And you take any kind of variable, no problem. I can take my name K and then V in, I will write it. K comma V in enumerate. What will happen? The for loop will pick up the first entry. In the first entry, students, 10 is kept into K and 10, 0 kept into K and 10 is kept into where? V. Next is called what? Another entry is also there. What is another entry? 1 is kept into K, 20 is kept into where? V. And I'll say print of, what is this now? K comma V I will print. Like a for loop, you know how it will take. Each double entry will be taken and kept into where? Separate places it is going to be placed. Are you able to follow this now? These are placed into K comma V. And print of what? K comma V is printed. Did you understand this enumeration here? Enumerate will give you the total elements, indices will be classified and then values will be classified in a tabular format. From the tabular format, we are getting what, students? Indices and then what? Values we are getting it. Shall I write the code now? Right, did you understand the enumeration internal part of it? Right, please look into that. Now I'm writing here for comma K comma V in enumerate of what? LST. Now I'm writing here, tab you need to press. Here I'm writing K comma some arrow I will write it for your better understanding. I'm writing V. Enter key 0. Are you seeing all the indices here? Good. Now I want to find 10 related indices. 10 related indices. 10 related indices I want to find. I want to find each element indices I listed. I want to find your own element indices called what? 10. 10 is available in how many indices? Okay. For that I'll write the another thing. In that, I will write one if condition. Don't worry about if, for loop and all. Very soon we are going to come across. My dear students, V double equal to 10. Double equal to operator is used for what? Comparison of what? Value. What is the first value coming from the enumeration? 10 is coming. 10 is equal to 10. Print the index. What is the index? 0. Next, what is the value coming? 20. 20 is equal to 10. Don't print. Next 30, no. Next 10, yes, print the index. No, yes, print the index. No, again index. Like that I want to print. So I'll say here, print of, see students, here I am writing, end of this. See that now? Is the 10 related indices printed or not? Right? Next I want to go for 20 also, 30 also is there. Like that I will write students. Come on, more. Here I will write it 20. 20 I will write it. Here I am going to write it. This is my data. Here I am going to write it. This is going to be like this. Here I am writing 30. 30 I am writing, 30 I am writing, and here this is called 30. Are you able to follow this? Yes. So I think enumeration is clear. One more thing, students, it is not only on list student. You can take even on STR also. Look at Mississippi. Mississippi, it is also regularly asking question. Find the indices of all occurrences of I. Find the indices of all occurrences of I. Find the indices of all occurrences of M. Find the indices of all the occurrences of S. How do you find out? In STR also there is an index function is there, which will give you which index. First element index only will come. It won't give you rest of the element indices. Duplicate element indices will not come. Come on students, tell me how do you write For you can write index comma value. You can write full names also. You know what? I forget. Enumerate of S. Enumerate of S. Can I write it? Print of what is this now? Index, comma, some arrow, whatever the symbol you like it, value. For good looking purpose, I am taking what is happening. VALUE, capital V, but I am using what? Small v. Python is very dangerous, students. Great danger. So I will use it. I'll use it. See the data. Are you getting this or not? You consider this part only now. Consider this area now. So this one. Are you getting this or not? Now I want to go for only I related. I related. I want to get it. Come on. I forget. How do I write I related? I will go for here. I will write it. One if statement. I will write it. One if statement. I will write it. What is the if statement? Value is equal to I. I will write I students. I will be in what? Uppercase, because I am having uppercase data there, and I will print my data. I'll print my data. Index to be maintained. What happens? What is this happening here? I is going to be available. This many times I is available. Value double equal to okay. So here I should not. So myself committed a mistake, student. Please roll back everything. So take it once again. This is the data, and this is up to here, okay? Now go to this place, here I am writing I, and I need to print what? Value is equal to what? I need to print what? Index, as well as that value only I want to print it. What is happening? I is coming all the way, how it is? I is only printing in all the places. Value is equal to, for index comma value in this, and again capital V. 1 minute. Okay. Small v I need to use there. Okay now? Small v, okay? Why we got earlier mistake, I will show you once again. Here I am going to write it. If statement I will write it. Value is equal to if, value is equal to I. Print the data called what? Value. So here I am going to write it. So this is called I. Earlier we have what there? Here we are having small v. Here we are having capital V. Did you identify? And don't get confused. I think you already know that. So nothing problem with that. We are getting proper variables need to be taken. Are you getting it? Yes. Next I will go for one more kind of thing. One more kind of thing. If I write it here what? Capital V. Here I need to write what? M. S. Yes, if you want. You print the data, capital V. If you use capital V, you go for capital V's, so that it will be easy for you. Are you following now? This is called S related. Clear or not clear? About enumeration is clear. So coming to the point of it. Now why there is no error when we have used V versus V, small v? My dear Kiran Kumar, you must understand the subject. Already already I was pressed with what? Capital V. Already we used what? Capital V we pressed and we got the data. Already capital V contains what? Some data is present already. Already some data is present. That data is going to be taken up here. So I think regarding the there is no error will come. There is no error will come. What will come? Previous value will be carry forwarded. With the minimum knowledge you need to maintain. If you read notes well, you will be getting the subject. If you don't read well, we cannot understand. So I will write example here. Write the description also. I think you understood capital V and small v, correct? Right. Capital V means already old value will be taking now. So here I'm going to take up. So here, get this data. Carefully try to understand this information. Very useful function this is. When you are solving hacker ranking examples, enumeration function is so useful to you. So now, you come here. Next day, if you come late, if I look at both of you, you're out of order. So I only will drop you in the Begumpet railway station. Directly I'll book a ticket to your home. I'll send you. Sit down. So coming to the point back, here I'm going to say output is like this. So the function is enumeration is done. Enumeration function is done. I will write it. This function, I'll write it. This function is used for obtaining indices and the value of any iterable object. Any iterable object. Syntax is what? Enumerate. Of course, I'll write directly the syntax where I can use every time like this. For index comma what? Value in enumerate of what? Iterable object. Iterable object. If you write a non-iterable object, you will be getting error. Index comma, I said something like this, comma what I'm saying? Value. For a minute, if you look at, if I write like this, if I write A is equal to 10 for IND comma value in enumerate of what, enumerate of A, you will get error. You will get error. Print IND comma value if I write it, you are going to get what? Error. So, spelling mistake, enumerate, R-A-T-E. Enumerate, spelling mistake, error. Int object is not iterable. Int object is not iterable. So, I will carry this also. I will carry this data. I will carry this data. Here, if you come to it, here I am going to write it. It's a small note I am writing. You say here, A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. So I'm going to write it. Enumerate of A. I just wrote enumerate of A. IND comma value, enumerate of A. We got an error here. What is that error here? Type error we got it. Type error. So here I got type error. So I think you people are understanding about when to apply enumerate, how to find the enumeration. Are you following? Yes. So coming to the point back to another function here. What is the next function I'm going to take up? Count function, which is also very useful one. All functions are very useful one. These, without telling these functions also I can finish my list concept. But when you do this, most of the examples you can solve it. So count of. So how do you use it? How to use the count function? Look at. LST is equal to, take the data here, which we are having. Take our original data. This is my list values. These are the list values. Print of what? LST. How many values, how many tens are there? All lazy guys, speak out. Are you having, every day I need to tell us, speak out, come on. So 4 tens are there. Now I'll count go for what? LST dot count of what? 10. LST dot count of 10. What is the value? Speak out. 4. LST dot 20. How many number of duplicates are there? Each value how many times is there? Now what is the value now? 2. 2. And 30. 3. LST dot what next? 40. 40. 1. LST dot 400. Come on. Option A 0. Option B value error. Option B is called a type error. Option C is called a no output. Come on. Good. Who said? Raise your hands. Who said? Raise your hands. Value error you said no. Don't fear. Raise your hands. Value error. Good. Good. Girls. Wrong answer. No count is available. That's why speak in the class. Without speaking, if you speak all of a sudden, you'll go wrong only. That's why try to speak in the class so that you'll be practiced. 400 count is not there in LST. Value is called what? 0. So see the answer now. 0. So somebody will ask a question. Write a Python program to check whether the value found or not. To check the value found or not. If the count of the value is more than 0, value is found. Otherwise, if the count is 0, value does not exist. Are you following me? So something like that. One more example you see. S is equal to Mississippi. Mississippi, this is the one. And find the number of occurrences of letter I. Find the number of occurrences of letter I. I will convert into what type? List type. List of what? Yes. Print of what here? LST. LST. This is already I said in the class. Count how many I's are there. Come on, fast. LST dot count of I. I. That is called what? 4. LST dot count of what? Yes. 4. LST dot count of K. 0. No such value is present. Are you understanding the importance of count? So I'll go for that. I'll go for that. Take care. I'll come to the example part. I'll come to the example part here. Take care. Here I am writing the data. Count function is what for we are using. You understood. And the count of 10 and count of 20. Count of 20 and count of 30, 30 and count of 40, count of 400, 0, no value found over there. And that string data count converted into list type. And that data, that letters also I am counting. And a very recent question, write a Python program without using len function, without using len function, count the number of values. Without using len function, see that S is equal to like this, list here, you see, len of S is how much? 11. len of LST how much? 11. Same. Without using what? len function, I want to find the number of values in the LST. How do you find? There is a logic is there. There is a library function is there. How do you find out? Come on, LST dot count of M. Sorry. LST dot what you know? Count of what you know? Count of M. Count of M plus LST dot what you know? Count of what next? I. And LST dot plus LST dot what next? Count of what? Come on. Yes. Plus next is called what? LST dot what next? Count of what? P. That's all. That's all. What is the value? That's all. Understood that? I will write the logic also for that. So many ways. Logic wise how to write. That is called it is improving your intelligence. Function wise it is going to make you to write the fastest speed and all those things. I'll say CNT is equal to 0. I am writing for value in LST. I will write here value is equal to value plus 1. I will write it. Value is equal to value plus 1. So CNT is equal to okay. So here CNT is equal to 0. for value, not value is equal to value plus 1. CNT is equal to CNT plus 1. Print the CNT here. CNT is also going to contain what? 11 only. This is another logic we are using it. That part I will take care. Right now coming to the meaning of counter. Are you following me? So this part also I will try to take up. I'll try to take up, students. Where is it? This part I will take it as this. First I will take as this part. Then I'll write as a note point here, because these are all called very, very important in solving your hacker ranking problems. If you read my notes thoroughly, you can solve any problem, students. There is no doubt in that. So in other way around, so you are using in other way around. Why I'm giving all these kind of varieties of techniques in your notes? Because you need to do good all these things. This is a one you are taking. This is a one without using what? LEN. Without using LEN. Clear or not clear? This is called a count function. What is the syntax? What is the syntax? List object dot count of value. Count of value. So this function is used for counting number of occurrences of what value? Specified value. That is also known as what? Frequency count. What is the frequency of element 10 entered? Frequency means what? Number of occurrences. Are you following me? So frequency counting, frequency measurement, we go for like that. So go to the point back. It is going to be one more thing. Here one student asked one doubt, I think so. Previously one doubt came, I think so. One doubt is there. So Abhiram is asking, can we use count on string? You can use it, because I'm not discussing str related functions. I'm not discussing what? str related functions. I'm discussing what function? List. When I'm talking list only, because it is not a college talking or 2 minutes list, talking 2 minutes something else, talking 2 minutes HTML. It's not like that. It's a solid way is that way we will go for it. I'll discuss that. Coming to the only genuine doubts you need to post. Ungenuine doubts, I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste my time to speak about it. When I'm not responding to your doubt, means that is not a valid doubt. I never worry about that kind of things. Okay? Be careful about it. If it is genuine doubt, then I will respond for it. Otherwise, I will not respond to it, because it's a time waste for that. Okay, coming to the point of it, next I'm going to say, I will go to the next area. It is only the simple indication. If I don't respond, that is not a correct doubt. And in my words, it is not a valid doubt. I don't want to use another word for that. And maybe if I don't respond, that will be covering in the further days. Now I'll go to the next. One more thing is called what? Count. Because indentation I did not explain. PT Basi, last and final. That doubt also I don't want to respond. Multiple lines under for loop is handled by indentation. That is also there. Indentation I did not explain, right? Indentation will be explained so systematically when I go to what? Loops. Conditions. There I am going to explain. If you see my presentation, you will be really wondering for that. And you right now don't worry about it. If I open my looping statements and all, you'll be really wondering when I go to such kind of things. So right now I don't want to talk about it, because Mr. PT Basi is worrying about that indentation. That's why I'm going to take up. This kind of thing, indentation symbol, indentation block, multiple lines are coming, you need to maintain. So up to that you need to maintain the silence. Otherwise, I will not respond for it. Go to the next function is called what? Reverse. Reverse I am going to take up. Okay, PT Basi, understood that? Coming to the point back. So here I am going to enter into the further. Here I am going to enter reverse of it. I am going to take it. The name itself says, what is it? Reverse. Reverse I am going to take up. Here I am going to take up. LST is equal to 10 comma RS comma and 34.56 comma true comma 2 plus 3J. This is my data LST and ID of LST you see. ID of LST you see. Okay, this is my given data, students. Now I want to go for entering into reversing. Reverse means what? Back elements will come to front elements will go to back. Where that reversing will happen? In the same object only. In the same object only. See, students, generally when you come back to this area, when you come back to this reverse, LST dot reverse of, LST dot reverse of. So LST dot reverse of, when I keep it into some x, people will think that LST dot reverse, it is going to be LST dot reverse. When you think, people will think that the data of LST reversed and kept into where? X, but it will not. It's a very important MCQ also. The data will be reversed in LST itself. In LST only the data will be reorganized. In which way? Reversed way. That is known as what? Reversing. Are you able to follow? Reversing. Coming to the point back, I'm going to take it. X is equal to, for your understanding purpose I'm writing, LST dot what? Reverse. LST dot reverse. Generally student will do what? LST data reversed and kept into where? X. But X never contains any reverse data. X will not contain anything. That is going to contain what value? It is going to contain nothing. X. It is going to contain none. None. Which is the value of which type? None type. None type. None is there. None is there. Which is a none type value. And where is the data is reversed in? LST only. Print the LST once again. Is the data reversed or not? At which address? Very important. When I say print X, they will give options none and this answer, and they will give something else they will give. And generally students will select this data, and that is not the way. Are you following me? Right. This is called the reversing the data. I think you are following me. So in place of that, you can use this kind of part also. Print this LST now, students. If you don't bother about the address part, if you don't want to bother about the address part, you can say take what? Reverse like this also. LST of what? Colon -1 also you can do now. If you don't bother about the address. First of all, why to bother about the address in reversing the data? If at all you want to reverse in the same LST, if you want to reverse in the same LST, go for which function? But when you go for LST colon -1, it is just going to contain what? It is just displaying the data like this. A is equal to 1, A is equal to 1, A is equal to A plus 1. It is getting modified the value of A. Now I am writing, just if I write A plus 1, what the value result is printed? 2. But still when I print A will print what value only? 1 only will print. Are you following me? So when I say A plus 1, it is printing 2. When I print A, it is going to print what itself? 1 itself. If I write A is equal to A plus 1, value gets modified. It's a simple basic fundamental. LST of colon -1, result will come like this. Result will come like that. What is happening? See. But LST if I print it, my LST will contain original data only. Are you following me? If at all you need the modification to be done in the same data, print that. If you want to do it in the same place, I have to do like this. Are you following? And don't misunderstand, it is not a slicing. Sorry, it is not a deep copy. It is called what? It is called what? Slice based reverse this is. Understood? So which is going to contain what address? Not same address. Which is going to contain definitely what? Different address. Are you able to follow now? Yes, but reverse is going to contain what address? Same address. Whichever you prefer, you go for it. Both of them I shown you. Clear or not clear? Clear. So I'll go to this place, students, and I will try to take up. Here, for your more number of examples I am giving, syntax I am going to take up. So, object variable name is equal to, what is now? list obj dot reverse of now I am writing this function is used for obtaining reverse of elements of list. Reverse of elements of list means what? Reorganizing, organizing, organizing, organizing back elements to front and vice versa. Do you know this? Right. So coming to this place, this is reorganizing the elements and reversed elements placed in what? Same list object itself. It is an important and never stores in LHS variable name. And it contains what? None. Which one is containing? Variable name. Variable name contains what? None. I hope you are following this variable name. And I will take the example also here. I'll take the examples also here. Coming to this place, here I am going to write it. Here it is going to be like this. Reverse I am printing the X related kind of thing, contains none. When I print my LST, it is going to contain like this. This is called what? One process. And another example is what? This is the data we are having. Colon also you got it with the slicing. And this is going to be known as what? This colon minus 1 is also known as what? Extended slicing we can call. Spell out extended slicing. Some people will ask you, what do you mean by extended slicing? Getting the reverse order of the original order of any iterable object is called extended slicing. Okay, done. And if I keep this data once again in another way, here with address, if you want to speak out, this is the data here. So here the original value is available and address is completely different. Able to follow now? Yes, this is called what? Reverse function, most useful function now. So coming to the next function is called what? Come on, sort function I will take it. Most useful one. I'll go to the sort function here. So coming to the point back, here I am going to introduce sort function. I am going to take it. Here I am going to write it syntax. I am going to take it. The name itself says syntax number 1, syntax number 2, and the syntax number 3. 3 syntaxes are there, students. Syntax number 3. So there we are going to discuss in this area. Try to follow. One thing you remember, to sort the data must be homogeneous. Data must be similar type. Homogeneous is another word, similar type. When the same data is there, I can sort it. Right or not? So one numerical value, one string value, one boolean value, one complex value. If you try to sort out, you will get what? Type error will come. Type error. What is that error name? Type error will come. LST is equal to, see students, all of you, 10, 2, 34, minus 4, 10, some 13 I am taking. This is having what? Random data, unordered format. I require to sort this data. Sorting means what? Either in ascending or in descending. If I want to go for ascending or descending, if you know data structures, DSA, data structures and algorithms, there are almost 12 sorting techniques are there. 12 sorting techniques. But in your college, they will tell only bubble sort. That is one of the useless technique. Sir will write for I is equal to 1 to n, for j is equal to 1 to something, and I will say what? If a of I greater than a of j, t is equal to a of I is equal to a of j is equal to t, something they will say. That is one of the most time is taking to sort it. Some of the techniques some of the techniques, which is your favorite technique, every college teacher will tell that only, whose average time complexity is more. That is one of the worst sorting technique. What are the most used sorting techniques which is there in your mobile apps also? Your contact list is there in what? Alphabetical order or not? Your contact list is there in alphabetical order. Your files in your folder is there in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order is there. So if we go for that alphabetical order, I'll show you that. There they are using the most popular techniques is called what? Quick sort. Quick sort. One more sort is called a heap sort. Heap sort is also there. There is the two things. Max heap, min heap. Using both of them also you can do. Selection sort, radix sort, index sort, merge sort, two-way merge sort, bucket sorting, hash-based sorting. There are a lot of sorting techniques are available. These are all available as a part of DSA. Do you know DSA? CSC students. Do you know DSA? Full form you know. But subject is zero. That you already said in the beginning only. So that's why for Python programmers not to worry about that sorting technique, they directly give you what? Sort function. But when you go to Microsoft or Amazon or somewhere, they will test your intelligence. Write a program in Python to sort the data without using sort function. Use quick sort, they will say. That time what you must know? Quick sort algorithm you must know. Quick sort problem solving you must know on numerics as well as string data. Then you can go for what? Implementation of that algorithm either in C, C++, Java or Python. That is the actual subject. But unfortunately, mechanical, civil, even CSC students, MCA students, not even don't know single piece of data structures because our present education system is like that. Student is always good. But the way you received the content in earlier days is totally out of order. What you can do when situation is coming, you try to learn it. So this is my data here. Print of what? LST comma ID of LST. ID of LST here. Close the bracket. ID of LST. This is the data we are going to get it. So see this now. Ranjan Patra is asking, sir, one doubt. How to clear the Python console? Yesterday I told that take the mouse and then there is a scroll bar is there, one wheel is there, you try to move up and down, it will be cleared. Yesterday I cleared already. Again the same question. That's why for certain things I don't want to respond. The student when I call their name also not responding. Like a PT Bashi. I called him, he did not respond. When he asks next time, I will not respond. When I call them on their name, there is the minimum courtesy to speak out properly. Right? So I'm going to enter into the further. Now I'm going to enter into the further. Now I'm going to sort the data. Shall we sort the data? LST dot what? Sort. Where is the data getting sorted in? In the same LST only data will be sorted. LST will be sorted. So it is getting sorted in the same place. So keep the data, print the data now, close the bracket. It is getting sorted by default in ascending order. Which order it is coming? Ascending order. At which address? Same address. Same address it is getting sorted. Are you able to follow now? Now, coming to next, I want to get it in reverse order. Reverse order means descending order. How many ways I can do? LST dot, what is the function I can call? Reverse. That is one thing. Print LST, I got reverse or not? Another way also I can do it. What is that? Another way, colon minus 1 also I can do. I'll get it what? This data, again getting reversed or not? Again getting reversed. Are you following me? Again, if I want to get it the reverse of that, again I can get it that original data as it is. Of course, on the same manner we are writing it. Are you able to get it? Because this data is already there on the data only getting. So if you want, once again, I'll get that picture. So here you have a doubt. Sir, this is supposed to get it in reverse. Just now I said to you already in the class. Go to that, print the LST, close this bracket. Now you sort it out, sort the data. Here you sort it. What is my sort function here? Sort it, printed in which order? Ascending order. It means in the list only that is getting modified. Correct or not? Now I am reversing. When I reverse also it is get modified in where? Same place only. Same place only. Now you print that now. You got it. Later, what I am doing? Extended slicing I am using. It is only displaying the result only. That means this data is showing in what? Reverse. It is not getting modified in LST. If at all you want to modify, what should I do? LST is equal to you need to write. Are you following, ma? Now, if you want to modify, you need to do. Print LST, this ID is different now. Are you getting or not? You do next what? This type of slicing again. This type of part you write it. Again you do it. You print it. Is it coming in reverse order or not? This is a way. Either you can go for reverse or you can use extended slicing also. You can use it. This is about which function? First example I am talking. Like that different examples I'll speak. Because I have said 3 different examples are there. So examples I am going to take it like this. Try to follow me carefully here. So I'm going to take up, this is my data like this, and this is my data like this, and this is my values here. And next is called what? Another way I'm doing here, I'll write it or extended slicing I'm applying. I'll mention here one place. Extended slicing used here. So here this is a data which is getting in this way. Are you following this? This is called which order? Ascending order is coming. So displays the data, sorts the data in which order? Ascending order. Ascending order it is coming. Clear? Well, second example I am talking. Students, here when I set my data originally, you are printing the data. I am getting sorting. I sorted it under 2. I got ascending. Later I applied reverse. Then I got what? Descending. But now I want to do what? Beginning itself I want to get it in which order? Descending. For that, LST dot sort of in the bracket reverse is equal to true I will write it. Reverse is equal to true I wrote it. Are you following me? Reverse is equal to true I said. Reverse is equal to what? True. The moment when I write reverse is equal to true, actually this concept is called keyword argument concept. In functions I will explain. Passing the value in the function call itself is called keyword arguments concept. With the parameter passing arguments mechanism is there, I'll tell you. Right now, least bother about it. Sort. LST dot sort of reverse. It is sorting. Immediately do what? Reverse. It will print in what order? Reverse order. That is going to get it in which order now? Descending order, you will get the result. Are you following, students? So, reverse is equal to true will give you what data? Descending order will come. So, need not to go for what? Reverse. After sorting, reverse again or extended slicing again, you need not to do. Directly you can get it. Are you able to get it? This is another example. This is my list data here. This is going to be what? Which data? Sorting the data in which order? Descending order. Sorting the data in descending order. So, descending order this is. So, get this data here. This is the written here and done. And next I'm going to apply one more kind of thing. Please carefully follow. How do you get it in ascending order here? If you want, I can get it. Colon what? -1 I can write. If you want, you can write reverse also. You will get it. That is, you already know about it. Coming to this now here, students. Here, this is my data. LST. Now I'm going to do it. LST dot sort of. I'm writing. Inside of it, I don't pass anything means what? Ascending order only, na? That time, reverse is going to be here, what I mentioned it, true. Here it is mentioned true. Here it is nothing is written means it is automatically taken as which value? False. That time it is going to give you the data in which order? Ascending order. Are you following me? This is called one more kind of syntax. Very useful syntax, most important also. So coming to the point back, this is my data here. It is available like this. So coming to back, here I am writing the syntax. Tell me now. List object dot, list object dot. What is this now? Sort of, sort of. Next is called what? List object dot, list object dot, sort of, sort of, sort of. Reverse is equal to false. Reverse is equal to false. Reverse is equal to false. Also ascending. Next is called reverse is equal to what? Next, true. Reverse is equal to true. This is called true. I'll write it true. So this will sort the data. Here I will write it. Sorts the data in ascending order. Ascending order. Also sorts the data in which order? Ascending order. Next also what? Ascending order. And this will sort the data in where? Yes. So descending order. Are you able to follow now? This is about the things, and I shown you all these things. It is not only working on numerical data, students. It is working on string data also. Yeah, LST is equal to, I'm writing here Python. I'm writing here Python, and I'm writing here Java. I'm writing here C, and I'm writing here called what something like HTML, something like I'm writing here Go. These are the various languages. Print of LST dot what sort of, you are getting the data. Print of that LST, I'm getting in which order? Ascending order. When you go for print of this same thing again, if you write it, LST dot sort is equal to what again here if I write it? True if I write it, I'll get the data in what? Descending order even. Are you able to get it? So C and HTML, it is changed here. So this is going to be for numerical values you can sort. You can do what? Strings also you can sort. But the combination is not possible. To sort the data must be what? Homogeneous. Data must be homogeneous. So coming to the point back, here I am going to write it. Here I am going to write it. LST is equal to one error I am showing. RS, now I am writing true. Now I am writing 2 plus 3j, and next is called what some 23.45. This is my data. Print of this LST, and I try to say here what sort of you say. You got which error? Type error. It is not possible to sort different type of values. So to sort the data must be homogeneous. Then only you can sort the data. Otherwise, we cannot sort data. So this is a complete meaning of what? Sort. And some Laksha is asking a question. Sir, inside of the sort, which function is written? So they have written the code called what? Quick sort. Already said now? Because whose time complexity is always very less. Heap sort is also almost equal only. Either you can use a heap sort or you can use quick sort. That algorithms are there actually. Suppose if we go to my file system, any file system you take it. Suppose e colon you take it. You take my one of the class you take it. For example, you take some concept called what or something you take it. Files you take it. These are all my file students. Observe it. These are all my files. How it is available? D, capital D, small e. Capital D means what? Uppercase letter. Uppercase letter will have low ASCII value. Small e is there or small e? Small e will have what? Higher ASCII value will be there. Like that I am having all the names are available in what? Ascending order. Just to see on the top of it one arrow is there or not? This button like that it is there or not? I will click on that. That if you click on that, it will show you in what? Descending order. Descending order. Descending order. Not only coming late and sleeping. Disco books, disco. Take your books. Go back. Go to your original place. Come on, fast. Stand up. So come on here. I'll go to this place. This is he is sleeping fifth time. Fourth time chance is given already. Fifth time I am giving. And first time I am seeing Hindi student is sleeping, coming late, and first time in my 26 years. Actually, Hindi student is very active. More active they are. First time I am seeing. So coming to the point back. Click on that area. Click on that area. What is happening here? Is it coming to random first or not? All these things are here going to. So inside of it, what is written? Again, it is coming to original style. What is the code written inside? Sort code. So even in your mobile, contact list is available in what order? Ascending order. Ascending order. When you do descending order, no, you don't know. You don't know the setting. But I know the setting. You don't know. You always charting, YouTube, ZTube, XTube, YTube, etc. Subject is no. That's why. Come to the point back. Is it clear? I'll go to what now? Extend function I will take it. How many functions are there for list? How many functions are there for sort? 3. One is lst.sort of, lst.sort of reverse, lst.sort of what? True. True. When you go to binary search, one of the searching technique, linear search, Fibonacci search, these are all called searching techniques. When you are doing binary search, any search technique, data must be sorted first. Before searching the data, we will call what? Sort function. Sort function. So be careful, is the most important, students. Now I'll go to the last function called extend function. I am going to explain. So what is this extend is called? It is so useful to you. Look at that. LST1 is equal to 10, 20, 30. Now I am going to take up LST2 is equal to RS, TR, something like I am writing here called AN. I wrote like this. Now my interest is LST1, ID of LST1, LST2, LST2, ID of LST2, ID of LST2. This is my given data. You're able to follow? Now, students, we want to go for LST1 and LST2 is available here. And this is a data is available. Now students, I want to merge both of them. Merging means what? Combining both the elements into one place. How we can merge it? There are two approaches are there. First approach I am using extend function. So I am extending the LST1 with the data of what? LST2. I am extending means I am improving the functionality of LST1 with which data? LST2. Or you can add LST1 data to what also? LST1. It is your own choice. How do you do it? LST1 dot extend of LST2. LST2. LST2 data is completely adding at the end of LST1. But it is just working like an append function. But when you use append function with a list, it is taken as an inner list over there. You have seen already in the class. But it is called what? Merging two list elements into one place. Where is that elements are merged here? LST1. So print that LST1 now. It is going to contain what? All elements are available at which place? At one place only, at one address only. Are you following? Though I extended LST1 data is available like this. It is now ready. Now LST2 is containing as it is like old data only. This is called extending. In other way around, if you look at students, LST1, LST2, print LST1, LST2, you change the order here. LST2 and then what here? LST1 and LST1 data added at the end of what? LST2. You see that LST2 is it original data at the end of original data. Is this data available or not? LST1 you printed, which is containing as usual its original data only. So this one and this one. Next I am looking for this type of subject. But the next one I am looking, which is an important for you. Look at example. I will go for writing it. Example I am going to write it. examples. So here I am coming to this place. Here I am keeping like this. This is my data and this is your values given data. Extending the data for LST1 to the same address. LST2 remains same because I am not extending it. In other way around, I am writing here another way I am taking up. LST1, this is a data, and LST2, the data. LST2 extended with LST1 data. See that, and LST1 data remains same. Done. And next I'm going to look like this. Carefully watch it. Now students, carefully follow me. LST1, LST2. I will take LST3 is equal to 1.2 comma 3.4 comma enough. 3.4, two values enough. Now I want to add LST2 data, LST3 data to LST1. That means at a time, two list objects I want to add to what? LST1. That is what is my requirement. How do you do that now? I need not to print. LST1 dot, come on, extend of LST2 comma LST3. This is what you are writing. It will give an error. Error it will come. Extend will take exactly what? But you give how many? 2. Then this is called invalid. So extend function can add one list elements to another list elements only. It cannot add more than two list object to one list. If at all you want to do it, I have to do one by one. How to do that? First you do what? Come on, you know that. LST1 dot extend of LST2. Okay. LST2. Next, LST1 dot extend of LST3. Okay. Print of what now? LST1. LST1. Now you are having the data. At which address? Same address. That to same address. Did you understand, students? Extend function is done. We extended everything, but it is at which address? Same address. Same address. Understand? Well, this I will carry. This I will carry. If you want to see with addresses also, I will show, because I am telling another technique for you now. 2, and this is the one. You want to print the address, students, you print it. Address, you print it, you print it. ID2, ID2, print ID3 also, 3 also, 3 also. Actually, it is not necessary, but I am writing this. So here we got it, error. This is an error, student. That error was solved like that. You print it, print the LST1 and comma what? ID of LST1. You say that, and you got the at the same thing. That is the same address or not? That is a point. And LST2, LST3 not necessary to carry. So here, this is the one. Multiple list extension here. Multiple list extension here. Okay, done. Students, be careful. This is the data. So sleep gone now? No, still there. You understand? Okay. Comfortable. You come on the stand on the desk. You are looking, wearing coat and keeping here and went to temple and came. Come on the desk once. Everybody will look at. Like a serial actor, you become ready and you are sleeping in the class. Almost you are looking like everything prepared well. Nicely become ready. And you are sleeping in the class. That is a funny thing in the class. A student directly taking the book from taking the bed sheet out and taking the book and sitting in the class sleeping, when there is some meaning is there. And you almost done everything, fresh up and everything done. Went to temple also, I hope so. And you came and sleeping. That is what senior citizen will do. Correct? So, are you going to college? College, huh? Okay. He's feeling shy to say. Okay. Come to the point. Here I am going to take up print of this LST1 and all those things. Done. Are you following this? Right. Now done. Now the next thing is, since we got an error, how we can overcome that? We can overcome like this. Look at students, I'll take my data, original data, LST2, LST3. I will take up this one. This is the one. I'll write it. This is an error I want to take up. Error. To overcome that, I will use plus operator today. LST1 is equal to LST1 plus LST2 plus what? LST3. LST1 plus LST2 plus LST3. All of them are present in where? All of them are merged together and kept into where? Generally, plus is used for what? Adding the numerical values. But I am adding plus. Plus I was already used to concatenate what? Two string values also I can concatenate. Plus operator I am not only using for adding two values, I can use for concatenating two strings. Plus I can merge multiple list elements into destinated list element also. It is also useful, students. So, but address is going to be completely different. See, plus, 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 you can say anything. So coming to the point of it, now I'm going to take up print of what? LSTU print. With ID you print it, which is going to be complete. The very answer is coming, but what is different? Address is going to be different. Of course, I did not print the beginning address. If you want, I can show you once again, because students should have the clarity on this area. This is the data. This is the ID. LST2 not necessary. Error is coming. You did this kind of thing. Plus operator, you done it. Plus operator, done. And print of this ID, it is having which type of address ma? Different ID. Is it having different ID? This ID is different or not? Yes. This is the one I want to carry forward. So here I'm going to take up. Are you getting, students? Well, this is an error. To resolve this error, we got it. To solve the error, to solve the above error, we use what operator? Plus operator. This we used it, and we got an address like this. And this is a data. Clear or not clear? So what is the syntax here? I'm writing the syntax. Syntax number one, and next is called a syntax number two. What is the syntax number two, ma? Plus symbol. So here I am writing list obj1 dot extend of what? List obj2. So there I will write this description, this function, or syntax one, this function can extend, this function can merge all the values of which object? List obj2 with which values? With list obj1. This function can merge only one list elements with another list elements, but not with multiple. One list, but not multiple. Are you following? And you have seen the error also. And to avoid that problem, we will use what? List obj1 is equal to list obj1 plus list obj2 plus so on plus list obj(n). So whichever you are convenient in that, we can use that part. Are you able to follow now? So coming to the point back. So, but not multiple list elements. Okay. Yes, Arshad, written, my dear student, written. But not multiple list, multiple. But it is going to contain what? Different address will be there. When you don't want to bother about the address, of course, we never bother about the address. In that case, I'll use what? Plus operator. Used plus for what? Merging of multiple list elements. That's all. This is about concept of what? List functions. These are all. So almost I explained all the things with more perfectly. And once you are good in this list predefined functions, you can almost solve everything in my code challenges. When I go to this code challenges, very soon I am going to put it across in the Google Drive class. You see, list programs. Python, ways to find the length of list. Python program to swap two elements in list. Two elements in list means what? 0, 1. 1 should go to 0, 0 should go to that. Next is called 2, 3. Third will come to 2, 2 will go to that. These are all called company related questions. Interchange first element and last element of the list. First element and last element. Like that. Reversing a list. Different ways of clear values in the list. Different ways of clearing. You know all those things. Next is called what? Program to find the sum of elements in list. Program to multiply all the members in the list. Finding the smallest number in a list. Finding the largest number in a list. Finding the second largest in a number. Find n largest elements in a list. Print even numbers in a list. Odd numbers in a list. All even numbers in a range. Like that, so many number of things are there. Cloning or copying a list. Cloning is nothing but what? Either shallow copy or deep copy or slice based copy. See, by learning list, see how many things you are able to solve without telling that functions. Will you do it? You give the same task to outsider, they don't do anything. They know what people will teach only theory. Because of theory, what you will get it? You will go to home only. Nothing, no job will be coming. So the more important thing is got to give the preference for this. And the concept I said is called what? Very soon I will keep that example in our classroom students. Here it is a data type, list is there. This is only for your subject part. This is important. But no good companies will ask these questions. They need coding. Coding means they will ask what? Functions only they will ask. Functions you need to remember. Are you following me? Right. So always you must be more important thing, you need to concentrate on this area. Asif, which one is the more efficient, using extend again and again or using plus operator? I said already, no? If you want that the same address, go for extend one by one. If you want different address, go for a plus operator, I said. It is your requirement. Already I said. So, coming to the point of it, now I'm going to close it. This, what is the time now? So, 8:41, we'll go for it. So, I go to my environment of list. Here it is done. Predefined functions in list is done. Examples done. And inner or nested list I will explain tomorrow. Programming example. Then immediately I will go for what? Tuple is there or not? Tuple is there. And that tuple I will explain. Tuple in combination with what also? List also I'll explain. Saturday, that too, you are going out of order. This is my advice. If you take on every Saturday some leave like that, you will get a problem. 100% problem will come. The 2 Saturdays, 3 Saturdays will be accumulated. That result will be a big result, big damage. So attend the class punctually. I said in the beginning day. Still you want to stand at 9 o'clock also? Shido. So here I'll stop my class. And online students, if any doubts are there, you hold on. I'll speak to you people. Is it class is clear today? Right. Good. Take care and practice these examples. All the best.